This video is brought to you by LootCrate.com. Save 10% on any new subscription at www.trylootcrate.com/MMORPG. Enter promo code BRIDGE10 for a 10% savings. Welcome to the Hive 5, another video where I talk about 5 things because it rhymes with high five and I have to put 5 things in there. That was dumb. On this episode, Guild Wars 2 is one of those weird MMOs for me. I think it's really good, yet I personally don't enjoy it. But with the Living Story Season 3 coming out, I finally decided it was time to pick up the expansion and give the game another go. It also helped that it was 50% off and that I found out it gave me a free max level character. Don't judge me, I'm lazy. See, I judge myself so you can't. And somehow it doesn't hurt any less. Here's the thing though, I finally like Guild Wars 2! Rejoice, one and all! But before I tell you why I finally like the game, let's get this out of the way because it's the quote-unquote reason I'm doing a video on Guild Wars 2. Here's my totally legit review of the Living Story Season 3. Stuff happens. Stuff also doesn't happen. And then it's over. Your mileage may vary depending on your amount of caring. Okay, that's enough of that. So when I recently got back into the game, I immediately boosted a ranger to level 80 and began working on my druid specialization. I am a healer through and through. So much so that doing my guide to tanking was actually somewhat painful because I had to actually play a tank. I want to play healers, damn it! And I always secretly and often publicly hated Guild Wars 2 for attempting to do away with them. I mean, come on, self-healing? What is this blasphemy? Luckily, ArenaNet finally came to their senses, and druids were the answer. I love it. Doing damage while healing at the same time has always been my thing. Sorry, I got a bit street there. I found people were able to stay alive a lot easier during events when they concentrated on damaging and dodging and weren't worried about healing themselves. Or at least I think that's how it's working. I don't know, I'm the one doing the healing. All in all, it's a great step in the right direction, and at least for me, makes Guild Wars 2 feel more like an MMORPG, and less like a medieval lemming Zerg. Call me lazy all you want. I still maintain that giving away max level characters is a great marketing move. Also, retract what I said and please don't call me lazy. I have a very fragile ego. I actually call this giving away a max level character approach the ultra drug dealer. Hey, wanna try this new drug? I guess so. Alright, smoke this crappy cigarette for a few weeks, and then I'll slowly move you up to something better. Hey, wanna try this new drug? I guess so. Alright, here's some cocaine, some heroin, and a few dozen hookers. I'll see you in a few days when you need more. Giving someone a max level character automatically makes them feel more invested. Example, for me, someone who admittedly plays way too many MMOs but now I've made a job out of it so I have an excuse, leveling has always kind of felt like a chore because despite how much I hate it, the old adage of, the real game begins at max level, is still pretty true for MMOs. Devs tend to put such little effort into designing the early game that I find it difficult to care and I end up quitting before I even get close to 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever the magic number is. Reaching that max level achievement always feels freeing in a way. Sure, you can argue that I've missed out on the actual game by starting off at level 80, but I've found myself going back to other zones just to explore, starting up alts just to mess around, and doing events more often than I ever did while I was playing my old characters. Why? Because suddenly I have a max level character. And blowing hookers. Something I figured out about Guild Wars 2 is that this game is seriously ADD. During my previous attempts at playing the game, I found it to be distracting and even off-putting. You have a goal in mind. You begin heading toward that goal. Then BAM! An event, then a vista point, then a heart thingy, then another event, then another. And by that point, I forgot what I was doing and it had been 6 hours. Now maybe it's changes in my life, or perhaps it's because I have the weight of leveling off my shoulders, or maybe the game has actually tweaked things a bit. But this emphasis on completing tasks as they come up suddenly appeals to me. Also, I think I may have developed ADD. Back when I tried out the Heart of Thorns beta, I actually really enjoyed the overall zone events of Verdant Brink. I heard this was actually really annoying when the expansion launched and that people hated it. But personally, I really love having events that take over a world or an area. It makes the world feel more alive. And this hasn't changed since I've returned. I really do like seeing an event just take over and basically forcing people to play together. And there's nothing better for that than a common enemy. Like trees. The next expansion better step up their game and be like Predators or something. No, it's not just a stupid number 5 to fill a quota. Gliding is always cool. Period. Done. End of story. Don't look into it. And there you have it. The reasons I'm finally enjoying Guild Wars 2. Oddly enough, I could do a video on the 5 things I hate about Guild Wars 2 and it'd be the exact same list. Is that weird? For now, I'm enjoying it. Will it last? Well, that entirely depends on how long ArenaNet keeps sending me drugs and hookers. Make sure to level up your MMO knowledge by visiting MMORPG.com, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and by following us on social media. To catch up on the week's biggest MMO news, watch our latest MMO FTW. And to see if there's a better MMO out there for you, watch one of our latest First Impressions videos. Thanks for watching.